doing? Stop it. There we go. Tripping. Bugging, actually. Okay. I got it. It's streaming on Discord now. So...
Right. Then.
Alright. Whenever you're ready.
All right. Welcome back, everyone, to the Dark Horse Legging Association. This is week 3 of our second season in action. I'm Brandon, joined by none other than...
Well, Spivey.
Yep, it's Spivey. Yeah, today we got a really interesting match between the Royals and the Kritter Krew, who both had a very interesting trade deadline scramble to pick up players before the deadline expired yesterday. So I think the biggest additions for both of these teams is a switch that they made with each other. The Royals sent King Krew, one of the star players, for over to the Kritter Krew. So it's a really exciting development for both of these teams. The Kritter Krew finally have their crocodile overlord, and the Royals continue to sell off. Another interesting trade that both of these teams made were Kritter Krew sending away blue Kritter to get brown Kritter, so a Kritter for Kritter kind of deal there. And the Royals picked up the Mushroom Cloud, formerly Mushroom Cloud outfield, sent away the flying outfield that they acquired from the Fury the same day. So an interesting set of circumstances that led to the Fury's outfield now being on the new Mushroom Cloud team that we'll cover later. It'll be a really interesting matchup for both these teams. Both of them are not intending to be in a position to compete. Kritter Krew kind of lacking in picks right now, but still, don't have the record to show for it, so they're kind of in a tough situation in that regard. But it'll be really interesting to see how this plays out. Spivey, do you have anything you'd like to add about this preview?
I think it's very interesting because we could possibly be looking at two very different teams from what we saw a week ago, and to speak on that more, it's just quite. I don't know. The trade deadline is it scrambles the league. It messes things up for a lot of different people, and it causes things to go absolutely insane. I mean, King K rule, the Royal selling away King K rule is absolutely. I guess some could say they saw it coming, considering when you consider that he hasn't been performing to their standards for the most part. But
right.
That doesn't speak any bad about King K. He still holds a lot of he's big play probability almost every time he's up to bat. So it's very interesting, especially with he has his critters now. I know he's going to miss the Royals to some extent, but cannot beat having his subordinates under him.
Right, yeah. I think, Kritter Krew has so much power now. It's a matter of whether they could be consistent enough to, get some contact going and demonstrate that they're more than a one-dimensional team in that regard.
For sure. I mean, if every critter is a force to be reckoned with on the plate. They each have the possibility to just hit a homer every time they go up there. And you add King K to that role, who pretty much up until the early point of this season, he pretty much only hit home runs. Like, every time you expect King K to go up there, you were expecting big. I think a big loss for the Kritter Krew was losing Blue Kritter. I think that was a big loss, but at least they still kept. They got Brown Kritter, so they still keep the same amount of critters and add on the king. But at having blue Kritter, I'm sure they're gonna miss his presence a lot.
That's true. His defensive presence was incredible. He was doing great work in the infield for Krew, and we'll see if the replacement that they got for him will be up to par.
Mm-hmm. All right, I think they're ready, and we'll take it down to the field.
Awesome. Yes, we. I don't know if you can tell, we got some catering in the announcer booth, so I might be a little more absent than normal, gathering some of this delicious food. But I know you are more than well equipped to handle this game.
Yeah, I don't mind a little catering myself. Like, you know, I love me some food. I love me some food, man. Like, I was talking last time about what I was eating, so I don't blame you for enjoying some of that catering.
Absolutely, yeah. The catering is actually sponsored by Little BJ. It's great of them to host this game and provide some great food for the commentators. It means a lot.
That's awesome, and we get a good hit here. Red Kritter started off strong with a single. Kritter tried to follow it up. Green Shiesty tried to follow that up with a home run, but the newly acquired Toad outfield was able to shut it down.
Yeah, that's that Toad outfield in action, man. That's exactly what Mushroom Cloud's going to miss, and what the Royals are so excited to have picked up from that trade.
Absolutely. And I'm ready to see the big playability. King K, he might have something to prove here, and that's what he's trying to do right now. Great, nobody's going to get over there, and King K knocks it out of the park for a 2-run home run. Already performing, already showing his worth right off the bat.
Absolutely. There were some people that slept on that trade, calling him, just a power bat, not showing a lot of tools outside of his specialty. But, I mean, I would take a Giancarlo Stanton any day of the week. I think that's an apt comparison, and he showed why. He showed why he is that guy right there.
Mm-hmm.
Great hit by Abe up the center field.
I think what's going to spell for the Kritter Krew. Oh, good dive by Daisy. But for the rest of the Kritter Krew season, as I was saying, I think what's going to spell their fortunes or good graces, whatever happens, I think it's going to come down to how consistent they're able to play.
Absolutely. Consistency is so important in a high variance sport like baseball in general, but also, DSA, where you have items and all sorts of crazy abilities that these players can do. It's just so important that you get, the best that you can out of your players every game this season.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this food at the catering is actually pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. You can hear the sizzle from the back plate, right now.
Oh man, it's just making me more hungry. Like, honestly, they can keep it coming. I'm glad we got it.
Yeah, it's right behind you. Great hit by Daisy. Oh wow, that didn't drop. Great play by Koopa Flag.
I wanted to point out, he was at bat earlier, but I want to point out an underrated storyline of this game is, I believe this is a Yoshi revenge game more than a big fatty revenge game. Yoshi got benched early on in this season by the Kritter Krew and was ultimately replaced by Little BJ. Little BJ took the keys, and you see them standing next to each other right there, and Little BJ gets out. But I'm mighty high on the Yoshi revenge game, but it's hard to not be sold on this Kritter Krew team that has gotten King K.
Absolutely, yeah, that's a really interesting thing to point out. Yoshi has been out of the spotlight this season after the Royals benched him. It's going to be really interesting to see how he performs in this game now that he's got a spot back at the plate and on the field.
Ooh.
Great hit by Birdo in the left center. Same spot, but Red Kritter's able to grab that one out of the air. Great play by him.
Great defensive play by Red Kritter.
Toadette's first at bat for the Royals turns into a base hit. Same for Toad. Hopefully, yeah, he goes up the middle.
The Toads have been The Toads have been consistent batters throughout the league. They're really emerging. They're emerging out as probably one of the most consistent batters, up there with the Boners. Peach.
Oh, Peach.
Oh, Peach. You talk about consistent batters with the Toads, but a question I personally think it's a questionable decision to put Peach in between the Toads, who are all three good consistent batters, and you have a batter like Peach in between there to kind of break up that streak. My bad. But I'm sure the Royals GM knows what he's doing. Maybe his is that going for that second foul? That's foul. Yeah.
Yeah, Cable looking for pay dirt again. I mean, that's the.
No, he's going for it. He wants it. He wants it.
That is Gatorist. I apologize. I pride myself, think of myself as a man of faith. It was a line drive foul.
He wants it so bad. He wants that left side of the field. No power.
Oh, the banana now.
I think he wore out his arm too much. He swung hard for the most part.
Absolutely. I mean, look, I know a lot of guys understand how to use their one arm very well, but you got to wonder how that affects their hitting ability as Team Cable hits the green Toad.
I mean, the Critter's got some pretty big arms, so I'm sure they've been working it out a lot with a very peculiar motion.
Yeah, I think they've been using something that looks like a shaker weight. I don't know.
I mean,
seen a lot of,
I'm sure they gotta moisture up their scales, make sure they don't get too dry.
Right.
Yeah.
Brown Kritter, the OG Kritter with wait, is it? I get them confused a lot.
It's Green Kritter. Green Kritter is the actual Kritter.
Oh, okay. So Brown Kritter with a huge play for his new team. Red Kritter joining him on that one. He is so excited.
Mm-hmm.
Baby Daisy up to bat.
Oh. I tell you, that's one of my favorite things about watching the Kritter crew, especially after last season. I love watching the Critters work, man. The Critters, they're just amazing. I love me some defensive ball. And the Critters, oh, my bad. Hold up. I think I dropped some food on my shirt. Hold on.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, jeez. But I love watching, my bad. I love watching the Critters work on defense. They're amazing, personally. Like, they show strong effort day in and day out.
Absolutely. The Toadette, not fooled by the boo there, was able to snag that ball and prevent an extra base hit. Birdo's been serving up some heat today.
Is Koopa Flag? He's bunting.
Koopa Flag is bunting, yeah.
Misses twice. Will he do it a third time? He decided not to bunt.
Yeah, a little bit of a ruse there in order to get a nice clean pitch down the middle for a base hit. Nice little captain's battle commencing as Bowser Jr. laces one in the right center, and that'll bring Abe home unless this buddy toss gets there in time.
Close play.
It won't.
Oh! Abe just drop kicks Kalahar to score a run for Kritter Crew.
Me on me violence. And we failed to mention it earlier, but the two GMs of these teams have had a little bit of beef off the field. It's been very interesting to see. course, it's been friendly and competitive, but still, they've developed a really authentic rivalry throughout these past couple seasons. Baby Daisy.
That's a huge grab by Baby Daisy there. But you're right. They're definitely right on the rivalry between these two GMs. Oh, Baby Daisy putting in the work.
Oh my God, Gold Glove Baby Daisy? What is happening here? As we go to the bottom of the fourth, Kritter Krew up 3-0.
But I guess speaking more on the rivalry between these GMs, when you think about like when you see all this stuff on social media between what's been going on with these GMs, it's very interesting that they even managed to get this trade between King K. Oh my God, it hit the wall because they did not jump the bomb. Birdo, oh my God, that turned into a triple. Oh baby, a triple.
Harkening back to the great commentators of old. Birdo stays at third. 2 outs, bottom of the fourth. Coda had a base hit here. That'll drive Birdo in. Putt into this Kritter Krew lead.
Nice play by Kritter, Red Kritter.
Yeah, preventing any further damage. And look at this death lineup they got in the next 3 at bats. Kritter K-Rool is just asking for trouble.
It's dangerous.
I think. Yeah.
We might get bases loaded here, or at least I think they can set up King K pretty well here, unless Birdo decides to use her star pitches, and use that suction power of that Bayo mouth right there.
I think the slap hitting of the Critters, if they're able to implement that might go off the wall as well. And the dash. Red Critter's going to third now. He holds up. I think the slap hitting for the Critters is so important if you want to get K-Rool at the plate with runners in scoring position.
Absolutely. There it goes.
Off the wall. Can't track it down. But doing a good job of holding the runners at their bases.
Yeah, and brings up Brown Kritter. He has some power of himself. When he was on slugging, he almost every time at bat he was hitting a home run. He just has gotten robbed so many times. Oh, star hit. Oh, that's bringing in Red Kritter. If he moves, he's running.
And there's a log jam at third base. Oh no,
Oh
Kritter!
no. Red Kritter. I don't know what was going on. Why Red Kritter held up for so long.
I just assume it's one of those things where he needed to tag up and wasn't sure of how the ball was going to fly. Man, that cost them a run.
If you got bases loaded, you're on third, you gotta move. You can't wait. You have to move, especially on a hit like that.
Absolutely. Great play by Daisy. How did she slipped and still caught the ball.
She's an effort player. Even by her time back on Slugging Heat, she's an effort player. And she's been an effort player throughout the entirety of all DSA.
Yeah, the effort was certainly there. I'm glad the outcome was the same. Peach, one of the least valuable players from last season. Worth flag thereof. Once again.
I still think it's I don't know. If I'm the Royal GM and with the batting performance Peach has been putting on, she's definitely more towards the back end of the order, not ruining the good consistent bats I get with the Toads.
Absolutely. I think she has found her role as a kind of back marker for this Royals team, but kind of otherwise it's been pretty hard to watch. when you kind of think of her as a star contributor, she was a captain on a 0-10 Mushroom Cloud last season, wasn't able to get her troops going. Great shell. May not prevent the out there, fortunately.
The shell almost bought just enough time.
Yeah, it was close for sure. We go now into the top of the 6th, and we'll see the first pitching change of the game. Berto will come out for Yoshi.
Interesting decision. Not a bad choice, though. I'm surprised it wasn't Daisy or Peach, but Yoshi? I mean, you still have that same ability with the suction from tongue to suction.
Exactly. I mean, it's two powers of the same mouth, in different ways. Bowser Jr. swings through strike 2.
Oh, nice hit. Oh, boo ball.
Oh, Toadette.
Well, that chomp chomp wanted her too. Can I say that? Is that not bad?
If you say no Diddy afterwards, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my bad. No Diddy.
What is the age of the Toads and Toadette?
I don't think I want to know. I don't think that's an important enough question.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the way you think, Spivey. Daisy up to bat, one of the few lefties in the league.
And she's doing a good job of it there.
Absolutely. An unorthodox batting position still. Gets the job done, Berto. Take strike 1 looking.
Oh! Daisy just slid under Red Kritter, who almost tagged her out. What a great athletic play by Daisy there.
That was an absurd quick thinking by Daisy there.
Yeah. Oh
no!
They still make it work.
That foul block came up a little bit short from getting both runners there safely.
Nice hit by Toadette. Oh, Koopa Flag just got under that. What a reach out.
Look on Koopa Flag there.
Goodness. I feel like the talk of center fielders in this league is not... You don't hear it as much. I feel like they put in the most work, but they don't get as much attention. You get center fielders like Koopa Flag, Toadette, Benjamin last week was incredible. Like I feel like we don't give our center fielders in this league enough credit for what they do.
Absolutely, it's hard to make good plays at center field outside of the buddy jumps, and so when those happen, you really praise is Red Kritter.
Oh my goodness!
God. Snuck that right through the cookies.
I mean, that's what I call sneaking into the cookie jar. Like,
wow. He held the follow through and everything. My elementary basketball coach would be so proud of him.
Opportunity for more here.
Yeah, King K. I'm looking to replicate what his subordinate Crocodile did. Oh my gosh.
I don't think another Toad's going to get there in time. Oh, Green Toad's running. They didn't make it.
What? Yeah, I was going to say, that ball was so high.
That is 2 home runs for King K. Definitely proving his worth in this revenge game after the Royals ship him away.
If you're the Royals GM, you have got to be furious. Like, you needed this from him earlier in the season when he was on your team.
Absolutely. Maybe you... Especially because his lack of performance was part of the reason why you dropped from 3-0 to 3-3. So, you know, it's... But sometimes some people just have they have down times, down weeks. You wonder if he could have, if the Royals GM waited, would King K have had this same turnaround, or if it was just him getting to a new team that needed the motivation.
Absolutely, I think time will tell whether. Great play by Berto. Well, time will tell whether that he stays consistent and improve his output, or I mean, if this was just a revenge game, I think either of them are just fine. If you're a Krew fan.
Absolutely, might turn around your whole season. You know, you were looking at a bottom 2 team coming into this week, and they might make a clear push for the playoffs coming into these last 3 weeks.
Yeah, so Krew. Yeah,
full season turnaround for them.
Yeah, the Royals need a miracle right now. They are down 7 with 2 outs to go now that Peach has gotten out again.
What's new? You know, maybe if she didn't friend zone Mario for the past 40 years, she might actually be doing something.
Absolutely, yeah. She's too busy playing the victim, getting captured by Bowser, yada.
Quote unquote captured.
Yeah, there might be some bondage stuff that we're not talking about here. The green toad gets a hit.
Oh, wait a minute. Yoshi's bunting, and he moves out of the way.
This might be the end of the Royals season as we know it. This might be the end of the Royals GM sanity. It might be the end of. Okay. That'll drop. Bases loaded for Royals.
Bases loaded for Baby Daisy. Let's see if she's juiced up. No, she's not. Absolutely the fuck not. Oh wait. My bad.
A little bit of catering spice got to you. I see.
Yeah. Just a little bit. Let me get one of those drinks over there. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. That'll do it. Kritter makes a statement, wins 8-1 at Little BJ.
Who else but Big Fatty King K himself? I wasn't expecting anybody else to get that MVP.
Absolutely.
I think that was the definition of a revenge game right there. Like 140 on your former team. They just shipped you away a few nights before. When did the trade happen?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Let me look.
But this was an absurd performance. Just an absolute hitting fest for this Krew team against the Royals team that just couldn't keep up.
Yeah, you got King K hitting 2 home runs. Was beautiful. And then everybody else played their part in what they needed to do. And even the other critters, like, were absolutely they're doing what they normally do on defense. Putting their body on the line, them sexy dives.
The question, if you're a Royals fan, is where do you go from here? I mean, you've got the draft capital for next year, but can you be so optimistic about next season when your starting lineup looks like this?
You know, you start wondering. I guess some fans may start calling for the GM's head, selling away King Boo and King K. You know, they definitely missed those batting performances of what those really were, of what those were, or what they could be. And Peach, once again, I've said it before, but having her in between those toads of the consistent batting of the toads, I think it absolutely hindered some of the Royals' chances. But we'll see what the Royals do for the rest of the season. They dropped down to, I believe, 3-4. While actually both teams now hold the same record. An absolute turnaround for the Krew. I actually, let me go back again. An absolute turnaround for both teams, as Krew is now 1 game away from 500, and Royals continues a 4-game losing streak.
Same record, completely different trajectories as we know it right now. What's the next game on the slate? Do you know?
I believe we have the Wigglers versus Warp Zone Warriors. That may be interesting considering what happened.
That will be an exciting game.
Absolutely, I'm here for it. All right, I think with that, I have no further thoughts. Do you?
No, yeah, I'm just getting a second plate of the food.
I may have to get me about 5 plates before I leave this booth. Hold up. Anyways, with that, thank you guys for tuning in for Game 1 of Week 4 of the Star Coast Slugging Association. I'm Spivey.
I'm Brandon.
See, that's a mouthful over there, but we'll see you guys on the next game.
Mouthful of what?
Wait, oh, swallow, man, swallow.